to stop. And Eric Williams, who has emerged so far as the third scorer that the Celtics need. Here is Walker working his way in. Tipped up and in by Pierce. He has 11.
Pierce is all over the place. He not only at 6'6" is he a force with the outside game, and then he can post up, but you must keep him off the boards. In game 1, he comes in with 11 rebounds.
Sixers have to find some offense other than Allen Iverson, who's out of the game with his 13. Coleman would be a candidate, and he is fouled. But after Iverson's 13, Hubie, Coleman has 5 next in the scoring.
When Coleman catches the ball, either on the box or in the lane, you must double team this guy. He's 6'10", he's left-handed, he has a great touch, he can play the glass, and he's a proven scorer.
Foul was called against Kenny Anderson, his second. And Coleman, with his second stint in a Philadelphia uniform, averaged 12 rebounds against the Celtics this year. And reaching in, and Eric Williams against McKee.
You better have a dribbling game.
Yes.
I mean, you cannot be careless tonight. At one end or the other. Because they are right in there defensively.
Speedy Claxton and Eric Snow, he was one of the 5. And the shot was, did they get it off before the shot?
Yes, they got a foul. Yeah, they had the foul. First, the people are all upset because they thought that the second shot came after the time clock. But the foul is blown early. And you got to see it.
Pierce.
Yeah. It's right in here, okay? And that was a nice move. He tried to recover that, and then you can see Coleman going for the tap.
An unfortunate foul for the Celtics because that is the second on Pierce. With 6:01 remaining in the second quarter, still plenty of time as Dikembe Mutombo re-enters the game. Mutombo picked up 2 fouls early on, had 2 points. And Walter McCarty will come in replacing Pierce. So Pierce, with 11 points to lead the Celtics, goes out of the game.
Eric Snow, 2 for 12. A rarity, really. Usually he shoots such a solid percentage. What I like about his game tonight is the fact that he is doing everything from the foul line down, and he's attacking the rim. He's making things happen either for himself or someone else.
And they're going to need his scoring the way the Sixers is set up, especially with Iverson just getting back after being out a month with that broken hand. And Snow hit 52% against the Celtics in the regular season. So he shot well against them. Tied at 33, under 6 to go in the second quarter. Rodney Rogers with Walker, McCarty, Eric Strickland, and Walker getting the layup, and Eric Williams as well. 12 for Walker.
Well, that was a very nice move. He's so difficult to defend, Dick, because he has the spin moves, he can hook, and then also he can finger roll right in your face.
So Walker and Pierce on the bench have 23 of the Celtics' 35. And here is Claxton blocking it off the rim, and it's put back by Coleman, and all of a sudden everyone's on the floor.
Well, this is where Philly must take advantage of the Celtics, and that is on the offensive glass, getting second shot attempts. It must come sometime in this game.
Walker guarded by Coleman. Not going for the fake is Coleman, and Walker off balance and gets the basket. Can't blame Coleman on that one.
No, I mean, Coleman played him as well as he can. And then you get the bounce. See, that's a shooter's bounce because it's a soft shot.
And a timeout called by Philadelphia. And without Allen Iverson, who is sitting on the bench getting some rest, very much in it are the visiting 76ers.
The coach can live with it. And then defensively, we told you, 25th in the league in ranking in defense a year ago. This year, 5. That's not bad.
Not at all. The key missing the layup, and now Strickland up court with nearly 4.5 to play in the opening half. Celtics leading by 2, trying to keep that home court edge, and to do it, they have to win again tonight to make it 2-0. Rogers looking down low for Eric Williams.
I say they'll go right at McKee.
Rogers for 3. Off the mark, but normally that's his range.
Rogers is an outstanding three-point shooter. He shot a high percentage with every team that he's played on.
Allen Iverson back in the game. Sixers held their own. 7-7 was the score with him out of there, and a scooping attempt inside by Eric Snow, and out of bounds, last touch by Philadelphia.
Now that was a difficult shot by Snow, but the rebound came right on. Mutombo misplayed that rebound. That should have been a basket. On the last trip down the floor, Eric McKee misses a driving layup. Now you say, well, you're getting all upset. No, I'm not getting upset. The score's 37-35. You're a Philly coach. You know that you have got to take advantage of every single easy opportunity in the paint.
Here's Eric Strickland, and Mutombo the rebound. In case you're wondering, after halftime of Sunday's game, the 76ers trailed the Celtics by 6. Here's Iverson. Iverson gets Strickland in the air and puts it up. Iverson leading the Sixers with 13 points, going behind. Rogers passed up the open shot, knocked away by McKee.
Oh!
And Strickland finds Walker. Eric Strickland with a no-look laser.
You love it. But Strickland was open and could have taken a shot. The extra pass. Beautiful diagonal read by Strickland.
So Antoine Walker with 16 points, and remember, Paul Pierce is on the bench nursing 2 fouls. And a kick ball, and under 3 minutes remaining, and a timeout called by Boston.
And he is the recipient of this beautiful pass. Keep an eye on it. See, Coleman is going the other way. Walker's going towards the hole. Great team play.
Last time the Celtics were in the playoffs, 1995. They were 12 games under 500, believe it or not, in the regular season, and they lost to the Orlando Magic and Shaquille O'Neal in the first round. This time they were 49-33. And Iverson, Strickland giving him a tough time as the shot clock, the ball does not hit the rim, so it expires, and it'll be Boston's possession.
We have two teams that are so well schooled defensively and then prepared. They have athletic people who can shoot the passing lanes. They not only challenge the dribbler, but they challenge the passing lanes anytime you make a pass over 12 to 15 feet. They're right there.
Pat Harpring in for the 76ers. Iverson running over to Walker, trying to pick his pocket. Here's Strickland getting around. Here's McCarty for 3. Coleman with a rebound and a 3-on-2.
Yes, indeed.
Oh. And they're going to call the blocking foul. Allen Iverson blocked by Strickland.
That was almost a great defensive play. But Strickland, because of Iverson, is so quick, as he makes the hesitation and then blows to his right, he just catches Strickland. See, he caught him. He almost got there. Excellent call by Ronald Luciano.
And Jim O'Brien, of course, from the other end, questioning in his mind that call, and they'll take it out of bounds. Harpring will toss it in.
Well, you always have to defend your players, especially when the guy is working so hard. When you draw Iverson, you've got to work.
So Strickland, the physical guard, knocked out of bounds, and the Celtics couldn't keep it in. But T and Strickland lost control. So again, now we're looking at Strickland's turn on Allen Iverson.
I like what we're seeing tonight at the defensive end by Celtics. They're holding a powerful offensive rebounding team under control.
And I don't know whether they thought they could do that.
Yes, you're right there.
20 on the shot clock. Nearly 2 minutes to go. And Walker reaching in, but Philadelphia gets it back. Snow given the shot, instead goes into Mutombo with the hook shot. It's not working for him tonight.
Now, you know, the main thing is he's open. I mean, they're not difficult shots, and you have to believe in the guy.
Walker, they believe in him in Boston. Antoine Walker with 18 points, 10 here in the second quarter, and the Celtics are up by 6. Brown really revved up as Iverson dims it a bit with his running baseline jumper. He's got 15.
Now that was a difficult shot because he had to go up over the top of a rotating defender. He was sandwiched, and he still made it look easy.
4-point lead. Battie! Tony Battie! He's come up with 4 points, and any scoring from him is a bonus, UB.
6, Philly's got to do something about the screen and rolls and the screen and spot up because it's really hurting them in this half.
Crowd chanting defense, and Iverson with a tough shot against Strickland over the top, and it will go over to the Celtics, who are trying to build the lead with less than a minute before intermission.
Celtics are doing a great job in funneling. Foul line, it opens them up in the lane in a one-on-one.
Loose ball, and Pierce comes up with it after missing his second free throw. That last foul on Derek Coleman, and out of bounds was Pierce, and he is called for the offensive foul. That's 3 on Paul Pierce, so that's a blow to the Boston Celtics. Here's Pierce coming back fresh here in the second half, picks up his third quickly.
Well, he knew he was out of control. He knew that he caused the foul. Jackie Neese was right on top of it, and give Harpering a lot of credit. Took the charge.
Mutombo going back out to Snow, and they go back in, double team on Mutombo. 9 on the shot clock. Snow working inside against Pierce. Does not put up much, but they better hurry, and Harpering from the baseline. Rebound by Tony Batiste.
If I throw it into Mutombo throws it back to me, and I go back on the dribble. I'm taking all the defense right back into Mutombo.
3 was missed, and Harpering made a good play on a pass inside.
An advantage here. Someone's wide open.
They look sluggish a bit. Mutombo going up and is fouled, but the 76ers look sluggish, not taking advantage, and they're not beating the Celtics to the punch.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Looking under the desk, we're looking for a needle in a haystack.
That's right.
Can't find it. Kenny Anderson can't find the rim. It's off the glass. Walker claimed it was last touch by Coleman. Remember, another technical, and he's out of the game.
Very astute observation.
Well, I remember the double T early, and Walker picked it up. He was one of them. So if he gets overzealous, Celtics, who already have Pierce in foul trouble, he's still in the lineup for 3. And Allen Iverson coolly and calmly hits another one. He has 2 baskets here in the third and 19 in the game.
Let me just say this. That was a very hard thing. He shot that. We were right on line to that rim. I don't know how he got it up and open guy.
Pierce being shadowed by Harpering. Losing the ball is Pierce. Oh, here comes a 2-on-0. And Iverson with 21 points. Well, already the Sixers have a guy with more than 2 field goals in the second half. And that causes Jim O'Brien to call a timeout. And the Celtics lead down to 1.
With only 4 turnovers. Main thing now, just keep good possession, get good looks at the basket. You've made your surge, and you're right back into this.
At Harpering, going into the double team to Mutombo. And here is Snow after a fake. The 76ers not getting any rhythm going with their offense.
Well, Snow is a 15 to 17-foot shooter.
Here's Anderson again, 2 in a row.
Oh, he can do it.
He's found the mark.
Well, you know, early in his career, he scored a ton of points when he was in New Jersey. And you have to play him with a shot. And once again, Philly soft on that stringing. And the guy is turning the corner.
Iverson passing to Harpering. He got a piece of it. And here is Walker leaving it for Pierce. Not high enough. And now with the break, 2-on-1. And the pass to Coleman, who makes sure that an exclamation point. Derek Coleman now with 11.
I was shocked that Antoine Walker threw his Showtime lob for a dunk. Pierce had absolutely no chance to put that in because of the traffic. There was too many people in the area.
Kenny Anderson with another. He has 6 in a row. Kenny Anderson, if it goes scoreless in the first half, has 6 straight points on 3 field goals, and the Celtics up by 5.
I think he's going right at Iverson. So, you know, what they're saying, they talked about it at halftime. All of this is by design.
Pierce continues to play with 3 personal fouls. Iverson finds Snow way off. Coleman trying to clean up with it. Trapped out to Harpering, and it counts. Harpering got it off in time, and it's a 52-55 game, Boston leading.
Excellent pass by Derek Coleman. Beat the clock, but a terrific look.
There's Tony Batiste. Has he done the job off the bench? 8 points for Batee tonight. Role players getting it done. Eric Williams with 10. Batee has 8. They always look for the third scorer after Pierce and Walker. Walker has 18. Pierce has 12. Here is Iverson. Coleman is there. Coleman has had a good shooting game. Needs more shots. Snow back to Harper. Open. Good look. But Batee gathers the rebound.
They're getting good looks at the basket, and they're also getting on the glass, getting the extra shot.
Brown always in anticipation because of the Celtics' penchant for being effective from threes as they were on Pierce and his attempt. Gambling was Pierce. Coleman making the pass to Snow.
Said at halftime, Snow in the tumble. If they can just shoot a solid percentage in the second half, it will help Iverson and Coleman, because Coleman is having a good game, and Coleman has been terrific in this third quarter on the offensive boards, keeping the ball alive.
Well, the Sixers are staying in town. They're hanging in there, and the three attempt by Walker, he'll get his own rebound.
And Iverson was right there, and he took off the other one, and that opened up, and you pay your price. When you release and you do not stay with that shooter, you pay a price.
And Antoine Walker has matched his game-1 total of 20 points, and Larry Brown wants to talk it over. So Pierce saddled with foul trouble, and Walker has taken over.
Now this ball came right back to Antoine Walker, and then he blows by Coleman. Take the lead.
Speedy Claxton enters the game. So it's McKee, Iverson, Claxton, Mutombo, and Corey Blunt. And here is McKee. And the fight for the loose ball, and good hustle by Blunt. Iverson double teamed. And Blunt trying to get it in, but it's knocked away, and it's last touched by the Celtics with 17 on the shot clock and 5 minutes remaining third quarter. Coleman on the bench. He has 11 points tonight on 5 for 6 shooting. Here's Iverson. And Mutombo tips it through.
Well, it's nice to see him come alive here right now. Jimmy O'Brien, a little upset, thought that there was goaltending, but that ball was definitely coming off. Terrific anticipation there by Mutombo.
Good timing.
Yes, indeed.
So it's now the 3 again, and here's Walker defended by Blunt, and Walker going up to the basket, changing hands, 22. This is a sterling game for Walker and his mom, leading the applause.
Oh, you love it, Dick, because he's showing you he finishes with the right hand, but then again, the ace with his game is he can finish with that left hand.
And Diane would like to be treated to more spectacular plays by Walker as Eric Strickland gets the rebound on Iverson. Misfire. McCarty with Walker, Strickland, Rodney Rogers, and Paul Pierce, who loses the ball. 3-on-2 for Philadelphia. Claxton off balance, and the Sixers missed a great opportunity.
Yeah, there was no call down there. There had to be something. That's what Larry Brown is yelling. It had to be something.
Right.
Either a block or a charge.
And the field goal by McCarty. Larry Brown is incensed. You're right, it should have been one way or another.
Big swing right there, because if you get the foul, you make the 2 foul shots, all of a sudden you're close. This is what you got to get Iverson to do. He's got to stay away from the threes for right now and get down inside off the dribble, because he's blowing by everybody all night.
Here's Aaron McKee. Tough shot because he had McCarty in his face.
Well, see, the corners have been open, Nick. They've been open all night. Well, they're going to call that foul. But that's okay. That's a good foul. That's a good foul by Claxton, because Walker was going to continue and go all the way. Right now, they should take the ball on the side. Now, this is just a great way. And right there, Claxton, you know, he cut off some. There was a defensive player in front. Smart play. Good foul. Right now, Dick, in this quarter, if you notice, the majority of the Philly shots are coming from the corner, the right corner and the left corner. They're getting great looks. The problem is all of the shots are between 20 and 24 feet, and that's the problem. The ball is not going in the basket, but they're getting great looks.
The lead is 7. Walker gets one in the air. And here's Pierce missing from three, but on the other side, Walter McCarty, who really averaging 4 points a game, as you said, did not play. Coach's decision 21 times, a factor in both games.
Oh, yeah. Game 1, 30 minutes, 14 points.
Pierce looking for the foul. Rogers crashed the board, but it comes down to Mutombo with 2:42 to go in the third quarter. So the Celtics leading by 7, and the Sixers hanging in there. And the baseline shot again from the corner.
Now, once again, they do that back screen for Iverson. He's open. Good call. That was a very good call. Rogers, no, it was Strickland. Strickland took that charge. That's the second tough charge that he has taken right into his chest tonight by a big guy. Keep an eye on this and watch him get to that spot. You got to give him a lot of credit because these big people are barreling down the lane, and he's taking it right on his number.
Walker getting a rest and getting the cheers from the fans. He has scored 22 points tonight on 2 threes to lead the Celtics. Pierce with 12 points has been log jammed by 3 personal fouls. Tony Battie replaces Walker, and Kenny Anderson checking into the game.
Had all kinds of shots at that 15 to 17-foot area.
Turnover, Claxton causes it, and Iverson fouls and gets the basket. Kenny Anderson would like that one back.
Yeah, you know, when you're going to foul a guy in that situation, you cannot allow him to get his arms up above his shoulders. Because if he does, and he's strong in the body, he'll get it up off the glass. Once again, so you always got to be aware of Philly shooting the gaps. See, that was a hard foul, no doubt about it. But see, he was able to get the ball up above his shoulders. Then if it hits the board and it's soft, you got a chance for a 3-point play.
Iverson had missed his previous 5 shots. And the free throw doesn't go. And it's 6-point Boston lead now.
That doesn't happen often. And we have seen Iverson tonight miss 4 foul shots. And he's an 81% shooter. And he shoots over 80 every year.
Nearly another Celtic turnover. Kenny Anderson and Rogers, this time inside the 3-point line. And here's Anderson with a scoop shot. Anderson now with 10 points all in the second half.
Kenny Anderson is playing a very heady game. Because right now with Iverson out there with Snow and McKee, now
they called it on Blunt.
Yeah,
Corey Blunt.
He shot.
Hugging Pierce, I believe.
Right now, Philly is definitely stepping up the defense. They are right up there, putting the pressure, and they're gambling. They're gambling for the steals.
Derek Coleman into the lineup, and they're going to need his offense as well. Here's Walker.
Yeah, Walker's been quiet here in the second half.
And playing cat and mouse with his defender Blunt. And now the 76ers down by 8 points. Opening minutes, Iverson, and this is what he does. He'll take a lot of shots. Team is used to that. When they were out, they had a lot more balance when Iverson was sideline. And here is Pierce trying to get a foul or something with that heave that is last cut by the 76ers, so the Celtics stay.
He was looking for contact. Now, did he get hit? Yes, he did. There was contact, no doubt about it. But it was such a wild and unbelievable shot. You know, I was kind of surprised because usually when Pierce gets down in there, he's always under control on his release.
Let's check in with Heather Cox.
Dick, Matt Harpring, who had a playoff career-high 18 points in Game 1, has been on the bench the majority of the second half. He admitted to me at halftime he's being slowed by a sprained thumb that he suffered on Tuesday in practice. It shows in the amount he's looking for a shot. So far, just 6 attempts after 18 on Sunday.
That really hurts them, Heather, because they need all the offense they can get, and Harpring would be one area. Steal by Pierce.
A hard pass caused a turnover.
Walker trying to go inside, and blocked by Mutombo. Walker wanted the foul, blocked by Mutombo. Iverson is fouled, as Rogers coming from behind. The bigger Rogers fouling Allen Iverson.
Jimmy O'Brien can't believe it. He just said to Bob Delaney, what about at the other end? What about the other end? Now, we just had 2 situations. One, you know, right here with Walker. Now you see that ball, smart. Walker let it drop to the floor. And then right there, great block by Mutombo. But the play before that, you know, where his main man goes down inside, and by that, you know, we mean Paul Pierce, and doesn't get a call. He's kind of shocked because back-to-back, his two big scorers do not get the call. And Iverson, it seemed like an early whistle on the drive to the rim.
Notice Iverson has 25 shots tonight. You said 27 during the regular year.
Oh, we know that. We know that in games like this, he'll end up with 30. And Larry Brown, you know, they all live with this. The main thing is, Larry just keeps saying, as long as they're good shots, we can live with them.
Iverson trying to avoid fouling Kenny Anderson. It does. 8 on the shot clock. 2.5 gone by in the fourth quarter, and Anderson forces it. And into the hands of the Sixers, trying to make a run here. Down by 6. It's open. And here is McKee. Touches the 3. And the 76ers silence what has been an exuberant complete center crowd tonight.
And Larry likes this team. He likes playing McKee at small forward, and that's another reason why Harpring is not getting the minutes. Harpring's coming in. He's at the scorer's table right now. See, that was just a silly foul. What we just had right here was no reason to foul a guy 30 feet from the basket, nowhere in, you know, an area where he is going to shoot the basket.
Dikembe Mutombo, with his 4th personal foul, has scored 8 points. Again, has yet to emerge as the Sixers would expect, and Allen Iverson will sit down. Iverson has scored 25 points tonight.
Larry Brown right now going with Harpring and Mutombo up front. And then they have Snow and McKee in the backcourt. We got Coleman, Mutombo, and Harpring up front.
Double team on Pierce. Off the hands of Walker, and a timeout. Hands right now. They need something to get him going again.
It's nervous time right now. We know that it's going to be very physical.
Walker. And the rebound by Harpring. Celtics not getting the real good shots lately.
The thing that you're looking for right now, we said that Philly defense, boy, they came out accelerated.
The rebound.
That was a tough shot. He had an open shot, but by going in and then hesitating in the air, he had to change his release.
And here is Pierce missing from 3. Rebound Coleman. By the way,
look up.
Walker and Pierce are 0 for 6 combined here in the quarter, and a layup by Aaron McKee, and the 76ers have taken a 72-71 lead. And it has been a while since they were up. It was early in the game at 12-9 last time they were in front.
They are pushing the ball, and it's happening for them, Dick. Aaron McKee is playing big right now, attacking the rim off the dribble.
And again, Pierce tried to scoop it up and Philadelphia going. And McKee, who's been a big spark during this Philadelphia serve, getting the ball back, posting up against Eric Strickland. And the foul, and the basket's out. Aaron McKee gets the basket and the foul. And all of a sudden, Philadelphia leading by 3 and a chance to stretch their lead.
Philly wearing out the right side of the floor in transition. Aaron McKee is not only executing with the jump shots, but now he's going down inside. This is a continuation move that you get in the NBA. A beautiful spin move. Aaron McKee stepping it up and playing very big in this point.
And an elated bench of the Philadelphia 76ers, and Aaron McKee with 7:11 remaining, 15 points, 5 for 8 shooting. And he has become aggressive tonight and has scored the last 86 championship team, one of the best. Iverson with a runner off the rim, and the rebound by Pierce. And here is a 3-on-2 break. Walker, and they had both Snow and Harpring there to block him. And we expect more of the same coming up next on TNT. Game 2 between Portland and Los Angeles. And the 2 free throws, Drake, a 12-0 Philadelphia run. Still no field goals this quarter for Walker or Pierce, but they're getting it from the line. And here is Allen Iverson from the corner, and the rebound by Walker. And the Sixer lead is 2, and the Celtics looking to come back, tie with a 2, to take the lead with a 3. And they like the 3s, as we know. Under 5.5 remaining in the fourth. The T can't handle the pass. Kicked around into the hands of Philadelphia.
I just can't believe that they don't have some kind of continuity to take advantage of Walker and Pierce. We're not seeing any of the screen and rolls, screen and spotters that have been open for them.
And Iverson gets it out to Matt Harpring, fighting his way in. Good tough basket by Harpring.
Very tough is right. That was a big-time score. Right now, you want to see Boston go back to what was good for you. Kenny Anderson coming off screen and roll. Pierce coming off the screen and roll. Or screen and spot up.
Here's Pierce. What a move! What a basket! That was one of the spectacular baskets tonight by Pierce.
That's what you expect. You expect your primetime guys to stand up and get it done. And Paul Pierce, right now, the third leading scorer in this league, can get it done in difficult situations. This is just a great move. Watch how the defense comes in and he adjusts his release. Beautiful. That way, you think you can do it, that's great. But then again, you have to be able to shoulder it if he burns you big time.
And the offensive foul. And it'll be on Mutombo as he hit the defensive player in the face. That's 5 on Mutombo, who has scored 8 points. But really has not been assertive on either end.
Well, the next foul by the Celtics, Philly's in the penalty. Philly only has 2 team fouls.
Coleman leading Walker. Walker going around Coleman. Does not get the lay-in, and the loose ball, Coleman has it. Here's Iverson pushing it up against Kenny Anderson. Pierce also there with the fall-away hit. Very tough to stop this guy.
Very tough. He took 1-on-2. He challenged the 2 defenders.
27 for Iverson and a 4-point Philadelphia lead. Under 4 minutes remaining, fourth quarter. Pierce spinning his way in. He's been quiet here in the corner, but from the corner, Tony McKee in double figures with 10.
Now, Aaron McKee has been matched up with Pierce, and it's been very tough for him to get the shot up over the top.
Pierce, 16 points. Not much in the quarter. He's not shot well tonight. Iverson going to Coleman. Coleman has shot well tonight. He has 13 points on 6 of 7 from the field.
Coleman has stepped up big here tonight. He's played a very good defensive game in the second half, especially on Walker, and he's done an excellent job on the board.
13. That's an excellent job. You're right. And there is the shot by McKee again. Tony McKee with 12 points in the game on 5 for 5 shooting. McKee averaging 7 a game on the regular year.
It's nice because a quiet guy is stepping up and doing it here. He has been the outlet on all kinds of traps.
Iverson, short, Pierce. Celtics not looking to push it up. Trailing by 2, nearly 2.5 to go. 81-79. Sixers looking to steal one in Boston and reclaim home court. Pierce hits.
They've been waiting for that.
Paul Pierce with his first field goal in the fourth quarter ties it at 81.
The defense on the key matchups have been outstanding in this quarter. Big-time pressure from now to the end.
Allen Iverson handling the ball. McKee has been a big one tonight. Coleman working his way in for the short jumper. McCarty, the rebound. Boston looking for the lead.
Good shot. That was a good shot. That's one of Derek's pet moves. Take you in, reverse you, shoot up over the top. He had a good look.
Under 2 minutes remaining. And 10 on the shot clock. And the foul, it is a non-shooting foul. It is the third team foul against the 76ers. So they will take it out of bounds, but the next foul will result in a penalty.
First foul inside of the 2 minutes.
McCarty will inbound. He's got Anderson, Pierce, Walker, and Tony McKee. Tied at 81. This is a classic between these teams. Pierce with a 3.
Oh, yes.
And the first three-pointer in the fourth quarter by the Boston Celtics. 3-point lead. And a timeout called by the 76ers.
This is just great basketball. A terrific play by a great player. He had absolutely nothing. McKee played him perfectly, would not allow him to beat him off the dribble, and then range was no factor. In this situation right now, the main thing is you want to get a good look at the basket. You just prep, you're going to run one of your pet moves. Big thing right now for Boston, no silly foul. Force them to make the shot up over the top of the defense. You must hold Philly to one shot, but look long on any misses. Look long for the break.
Aaron McKee inbounds to Eric Snow.
And they just brought Iverson off the baseline on the staggery. He was not open.
McKee loses it out of bounds, and it's last touched by the Celtics with 13 on the shot clock for Philadelphia.
Terrific defense, a little gamble there, but a good deflection.
And a loose ball foul has been called on Derek Coleman.
Wow. Wow.
Sixers can't believe it. They were scrambling for the loose ball out of bounds, and they called it on Coleman. And the Celtics will shoot.
Yeah, keep an eye here. Now, right now, you're going to see McCarty long arm, knocks it down. Now, right there, that definitely was not involved in that play. It had to be off the ball.
Yeah. So McCarty on the line for the first time tonight. And the Celtics trying to now take a 5-point lead.
Remember, Philly only has 1 full and 120 remaining.
9-point run by the Celtics. They're up by 5. Under a minute and a half to go.
You don't need a 3. The main thing for Philly right now is to get a good score. That's the key. Get a good score.
Iverson going back to Coleman for 3. And McCarty grabbing the rebound for the Celtics. And the foul against the 76ers. And the crowd can smell it with 1:09 to go.
Every time you see that situation, it happens so many times. You're down 5, you go for the 3, you miss the 3, and you foul immediately.
The crowd was electric before the game, and the game has lived up to the billing, Philly and Boston.
Well, you got to give a lot of credit to Paul Pierce. He brings them back in this 10-0 sport. And then also the mystery man, Walter McCarty, comes in and gives them 3 foul shots. Key right now, you have plenty of time. You have a minute to play. So whenever you have a minute to play, you're going to have a number of exchanges here. Big thing for Philly, they've got to score quickly. Just score quickly, not necessarily a 3, because you're going to have a number of exchanges.
Iverson with 27 leads the 76ers. Walker 24, Pierce 21, 45. They're right at that 48-point total that the two of them get.
Right now, the referees are discussing the fact that there's 23 seconds on the shot clock. The reason being because the shot was missed and the ball was tossed.
Winding down to a minute. Here's Iverson trying to draw the foul and does.
Smart basketball. See, now you're playing good clock management when you do that.
Sixers just trying to hang in with a different cast. Trouble finding continuity and chemistry this year. Coleman will stay in the game, and Mutombo will go out. So Coleman, McKee, Iverson, Speedy Claxton, who's been effective tonight, and Snow.
Yeah, Larry's going to a defensive lineup with McKee at the power forward. You have Coleman matching up, and then you have McKee, Iverson, Claxton, and Snow. So they're coming down court now, and you've got to be ready for pressure.
Iverson gets them both.
Here they come.
4-point game.
They're at 100 right now.
Anderson defended by Claxton.
Big thing for Philly. No silly fouls. You want to get them to shoot, hold them to one shot, and get the rebound.
Eric Strickland with Anderson, Walker, Pierce, and McCarty. 8 on the shot clock. Anderson now to Walker. Walker working against Claxton, and the whistle, and the charging foul called against Antoine Walker in a big break for Philadelphia.
Jackie Neese has it. As Walker came around, he realized the clock was down. and they get him for the push-off right there.
And Harpring's going to come in.
That's right. That was a good call by Jackie Neese. Larry Brown playing the clock here right now. Remember, Philadelphia's at a disadvantage. They only have one 20-second timeout. Boston has 2 fulls and a 20. Big thing right now at 30-some-odd seconds. Once again, you don't need a 3. The key is to get a good shot.
Here's Iverson driving off the glass. Doesn't go. Nearly tipped in by Harpring, who commits the foul as Pierce gets the rebound. This is a 2-possession game right now. One more free throw. It'll be a 2 3-point play game, but you don't always need the 3 right away.
That's right. We'll see what happens here. See what the strategy is with Larry Brown.
He'll use his last 20 right now.
They'll talk over everything right now, and this year with the 20-second timeout, you can move the ball to the opposite 28-foot mark.
You go for a 3 if it's open.
Oh, of course. I mean, the thing right now, they need a quick score. Now, if you get a quick 3, and you get it, and there's still like 30 seconds on the clock, you still can play for 1 possession, and then if you hold them, you still would have 1 possession to get another 3.
Claxton spinning his way in to the corner. Here's Coleman for 3, and a wild shot. Pierce getting the rebound, fouled, and 2 more free throws, and he can just about close the door on this one. Tonight's Gatorade player of the game is, you're looking at him, Paul Pierce. 23 points, 10 rebounds, now 24, 3 assists, and he played with foul trouble from the second quarter on.
Well, he definitely was out of sync, Dick, in the second and third quarters, and even at the beginning of the fourth. But once this team was down big, and it looked like, hey, Philly looked like they might take command, the 2 shots, the deep 2, and then the deep 3, with the clock going down on both possessions.
And here is Snow off the mark, getting the rebound, and the ball tipped. Mutombo puts it through with a little more than 15 seconds to go. So Walker and Pierce, to this point, 49 points. And that kept up with their season average of 48. They had 51 in game 1. So that great 1-2 punch you pointed out at the stop, at the start of the game, other than Kobe and Shaq, they're the best 1-2 prolific scoring punch in the league. Finish the game on a 16-4 run and defeat the 76ers 93-85 and have taken a 2-0 lead in the best-of-5 series. 4 role players each had double figures for the Boston Celtics, and that's a disheartening loss for Philadelphia, Hubie.
You're right on it, Dick. It was a very hard-fought game. The Celtics, once again, only 93 points. You do a good job, but when the pressure was on, your offense could not get the good open look, and then your shooters, whatever happened, were not able to put the ball in the basket.
Let's go out now to Heather Cox.
I am joined by Paul Pierce, who had 9 fourth-quarter points. And, Paul, those shots down the stretch are what you dream of as a player. Could you have scripted that fourth quarter any better?
Oh, definitely, man. I know I had a rough night tonight. My shot wasn't really there. But, you know, it's fourth quarter, and I'm a different player in the fourth quarter. And that's when I could rise to the top. And I just stuck with it. My teammates kept sticking with me, and it came late.
You guys have worked all season for home court advantage. How much confidence does playing on this parquet floor give you tonight?
It gives us great confidence. We feel like we can beat anybody on this floor, no matter who it is. Philly's dominated us over the year, but, you know, it counts right now, and this is when we're the strongest.